blocking ruffles today. This is the pillow front for the Stitch Anatomy cast on ruffles article, and you can see there's a pillow back to which 5 ruffles are attached, and the pillow needs to measure 9 by 9, which means the back itself has to be 9 by 9. And then I want to get these ruffles to behave a little bit nicer so that they look a little bit more in tune together. So how am I going to do this? I'm going to start with pins, and I'm going to work with the background first. I'm unrolling the selvage to make seaming easier, and just holding it unrolled, working up one side. And so I'll start with the bottommost ruffle, and I'll just kind of pinch it so that it's evenly curling up and down, around and over itself. And I don't want it rolling back too much, so I'm going to put some pins to hold that edge down a little bit. So I'm working on the second one pretty much the same way I worked on the first one. Uncurling it, pinning it loosely in place. Now I do want this to come straight across, so I'll make an adjustment on my side. I'll move on to the next one. I've finished pinning the ruffles on this pillow front, and I'd like to talk a little bit about the type of ruffles. These are what I like to think of as loose ruffles. They're all worked in stockinette stitch. They don't have a particular area of the ruffle that should be higher or to the front, and a particular part that should recede back. They're just free-form in nature. And so you can see I haven't pinned them in any particular fashion. I've let them kind of flounce the way that they want to and pinned them in place in the lower sections. I've tried to get this so it's not rolling up and sticking straight out. So I've got this. It's damp. I'm going to let it dry for 24 hours, and then I'll unpin it, and it should stay pretty much the way it is. Now this is how you would block a loose ruffle. This, little hard to see in the dark color, is what I like to call a more organized ruffle. It has specific areas where it recedes and sticks up. It's a more of a textured ruffle. It still has more fabric along the outside edge and less fabric on the narrow side. This ruffle, I've got another one here that you can see a little bit better. You would block so that the areas that are supposed to recede, and the areas that should be forward are forward. You don't want to block this flat, you want to block it to maintain the texture. This organized ruffle is a pleated ruffle, and it's created in ribbing with knit and purl stitches alternating from this cast on edge to the main fabric. Whereas this organized ruffle is created by working knit rows, the short rows, alternated with purl rows to organize this. So you can get a more organized look by alternating knit and purl stitches, whether you're working a type of ribbing or you're alternating rows of different types of stitches, or you can just have loose, disorganized or less organized ruffles such as this.